Hello, it is Sunday, November 16th, 2008, around 12:20 a.m. Today was pretty boring, as usual. I can't wait till I get to go back to my own apartment where there's interesting things to do and, and all the action's downtown, but here I am stuck in the fucking boonies with like nothing to do except for play video games. Recently in one of the forums I post in a lot, someone posted something about Proposition 8 in California, and if you've been living underneath a stone or some cave somewhere, and it's like the Jurassic period for you, a quick rundown of Proposition 8 made gay marriages illegal. So, and that's not just saying that they can't do it, it's saying it's actually illegal for someone to marry someone of the same sex. And I'm assuming there would be punishment, and blah, blah, blah. And it really occurs to me, this is going to be really offensive, by the way, if you're a religious person, so if you don't want to be offended, then turn the fucking video off. I might go off. But when you say these people who are against gay marriage, I actually figured this out today because I was looking at a lot of their posts, and how I like to talk my philosophy, I like to talk about my politics, and all that stuff. So I know my formal and informal logical errors, which can make an argument valid or not valid. And it doesn't lie, because it's math. Math doesn't lie. And I found out that almost every single, I'm saying almost because I can't speak for everything, because I can't read everything on the fucking internet or talk to every single person, so I'm going to say almost. But almost every single argument that these people come up with is like nothing but ad hominems, appeal to culture, appeal to authority, and numerous guilt by association errors. Numerous. And that's all it is. And when you talk to these people and you try to be logical with them, at least with me, every single time you break down their argument, you shake their faith, what do? They start throwing personal insults at you. Which I guess is kind of good that they're starting to throw insults at me, because it shows that their faith, isn't exactly as strong as they thought it was. And they can't win. So, because logically there's nothing wrong with homosexual marriage. But yeah, every single person, I don't care who you are, it breaks down to ad hominems at the end. Just tossing insults because they actually have no argument. And I'm sorry, it's basing it, and we are a Christian nation, okay? I don't want to hear that bullshit, you live on the West Coast or whatever, we've got a lot of our religious enemies here too. I would say no offense, but I think I've already crossed that line. But yeah, so see, the culprit here, I think, is not Christianity. I think the culprit here actually, it is influenced by Christianity, but I think the culprit here is conservative socialism, and the conservative idea that the state needs to regulate traditional family values. And once again, we are a Christian nation. If you look at those traditional family values, they're most likely going to be Christian. What do those Christian family values say? Homosexuality is an abomination. And that's what it's based on. And things like Proposition 8 are just complete and utter bullshit, because no one has the right to tell someone who they can and cannot marry. Not even the state. It's completely utter bullshit, and it's unconstitutional. Get my thoughts together here on this. Sorry, like I said, if you watched last night, I haven't really been sleeping very well. But the fundamental flaw with, well, pretty much forcing traditional family values on everyone and traditional values is, whose values is it? You know, and this is where the problem comes from, because it's been done from Christian values. Now, we all know what those are. I don't care if you've never been religious in your life. You know what Christian values are. I mean, it's obvious. If you don't, go look at Wikipedia and read like the first sentence. You know? But yeah, it's whose values. And the government does not have a right to say what my values or what my morals are. They don't. It is someone else forcing their values and their morals and their traditions onto another person. That is oppression. That is fascism. And that is unconstitutional. But that doesn't matter anymore. It's 2008. The Constitution was fucking thrown out the window a long time ago. So, well, yeah, maybe I'll post more on this later if I get thinking about it. But I just wanted to express some thoughts I had real quick. So, before Melissa got online. So, all right. Good night.